Good evening. Hope you're all well. I'm incredibly well because I have a massive cup of tea. I realise that that is not a surprise to any of our regular listeners, but I felt really tired all day. I was just I had time, and it wasn't like I had no sleep. I had plenty. I had what most people consider a very good night's sleep. In fact, there are parents in the world who would kill for the amount of sleep I had. But still, for some reason, just felt like a zombie all day. And in the afternoon, I'd done a bunch of laundry, and the bedding was dry. So I was like, fuck it, may as well stick that on the bed, do something useful. I was like, well, since it's there, and put some Katie Melua on. And if you haven't listened to Katie Melua, I strongly recommend it. She does have, as I mentioned a couple of days ago, a voice like silk stroking a feather. And so listened to a bit of her, and then was asleep in seconds, and woke up about 2 hours later feeling glorious. So highly recommend that. And to continue the tradition, as I say, having a big cup of tea and just generally feeling awake after a day of feeling pretty sleepy. So yesterday, I was doing a bit of a bonus stream, a little bit of an extra one, just had some time and thought, why not? And during that stream, I got annoyed with playing killer against what I felt was like against the odds. And so I was like, right, I'm going to switch to Survivor for a bit. And we're going to continue with that today, but with a more positive mindset. So we are switching to Survivor, and we're going to stay with Survivor for a good long while. And the reason this time is not that we're just annoyed, but that I want to confirm or disprove my grievances with the game. That I feel like it's much, much easier to rank up with Survivor than it is with Killer. That the perks are a bit broken and a bit strong, and so I'd like to use them and play with them and see whether they feel as strong as I think they are. From the other side, and also to improve our play with Survivor in order to maybe improve our play with Killer as well later on down the line. If we do switch back, then maybe playing Survivor for a while will really teach me some things about how the Survivor mindset works, how their gameplay works, and sort of I know what hurts killers just doing generators. Just whenever you anything other than being chased by a large sharp weapon, do a generator. That's the one thing as the killer that I do not want them to be doing. And so as a Survivor, that's what we're going to focus on doing. So we'll see. We'll jump in, we'll play a few, and then we'll see how the night continues. So here we have DbD. And my new snazzy Survivor. I decided I had an absolute shitload of iridescent shards. There's very rarely two things that I want to buy in the store at any one time, and I figured I'm going to play one. You don't really change Survivor that much, you don't need to, you just need all the perks on it. So I decided to go with this Survivor. Just 1 second, sorry about this. Sorry, I made a cock up on a bit of on some writing I did earlier, and someone just let me know via Messenger. Do apologise. So, as I said, with the Survivors, you generally just play which one you like aesthetically, and I do quite like the new one. And I got her from the new expansion, the latest one. So she's new, she's interesting, Japanese, why not? And I quite like this skin. I think it's quite cool. And so this is what we're going to do. My perk layout at the moment, Dead Hard, seems to be bugging. So the perk Dead Hard is the one that I think I would run instead of Sprint Burst. But it seems to be bugged at the moment. There are several times when you click it and it just doesn't go through. So until we hear about something to do with that, either that they confirm that that's how it's supposed to work or they fix it, then I'm going to drop it in favour of Sprint Burst. That changes my playstyle a little bit because it means that I'm not going to be sprinting around all the time. I'm going to have to sort of save my sprinting in order to get the sprint burst, but it does give us a predictable getaway clause, basically. sort of to start any chase, we know that we can sprint burst from a generator or from a hook save to the nearest pallet, assuming that we manage to walk to those places. We're going with self-care. Again, we would not be going with that if we were playing Survive with friends. We would have borrowed time instead. But since we're playing alone and we want to just make sure that we are able to keep ourselves alive and get the hell out, I'm making a bit of a sort of a middle ground with adrenaline. So I could run Iron Will, which is better for playing solo, staying alive and making sure you don't die. But I think adrenaline as the sort of late game piece, and in order to try and sort of give a little nod towards playing a bit more altruistically and being willing to be injured in the late game and then use adrenaline and so on and so forth. So a little nod to that. And decisive is just the most broken thing in the game. By far. Everything. It's just the best thing there is. Yeah, if you're not running that, you're wrong. Alright, let's go. So we need to heal a couple of states, a couple of health states, and these are successfully escaped with Neo. We're not going to do that one just for now. We might do that one later, just have a little no-perk game just to challenge ourselves a bit. And by the way, when I say, challenge ourselves, I'm not expecting to win 100% of these games, and note that my definition of win is rank up. I'm not expecting to win every game because I am not the best survivor, but I would like to get a feel for, if I were good, would I win every game? And I think at this rank, hopefully the answer is yes. Of course, sometimes you're just going to get tunneled. Oh, the cat's arrived. Let's deal with that. So, yeah. What was I saying? He's broken my train of thought. Little bastard. What was I saying? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, running the flashlight. Normally, I would say this is probably the weakest item. You want to be running a medkit or a toolbox or a key or something. But since I just want to use an item that's fairly decent, but while I'm warming up, I don't want to just die in my first game and lose a decent item. So, I'll throw in a flashlight just to sort of... I'm going to go and close the door because the cat's going to meow for a bit because he's a shit. And we're back. Right, one thing I've realised is that my chat isn't showing up for some reason, so give me 1 second, and I'll bring that up just... While we're there, lovely. What have we got? Considerably increases the beam's visual brightness. Considering increases the blindness duration. Increases the range, narrows the radius, increases the visual brightness, blindness duration. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of visual brightness and some blindness, if we get it. What other options are there here? We could have a seriously bright ass... Oh yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So if we aim correctly with this flashlight, it should blind the shit out of him. That's the idea, at least. While we're waiting, let's spend a bit of blood points. So we spend that one. Don't care about those. I like that. That's cool. We'll grab that. We want to grab that. Again, that seems decent, so why not? So that brings us over here. Let's see if we can get any... Oh, marvellous. Adrenaline 3 is perfect. So that, it takes that, and then it takes one of these two, so I'll take this. I'll let it take that, so that I can get Kindred. I think Kindred's actually pretty good, so I don't think it's good to let it go. Map tracking ability, thickening the mist. I think I'd rather have the kit. Luck is irrelevant. Don't care about any of that, so we just want cheap. Extra chest, why not? And tracking the killer or increase the luck. I mean, we may as well have the luck for that. Oh, balls, I missed that one. Should have taken that shit. Alright, so what else do we get? Lithe 2, not bad. We are definitely going to take that, because I would actually like to have a go with Lithe at some point. What does it take away? Alert. Okay. I'm not really very bothered about anything else on this. May as well take Deja Vu just because it's a perk, and No Mither is not very good. I'll take that. We'll definitely take a health kit, and then we'll take all the stuff that gives us blood points. What does this get us? This gets us a sabotage toolbox, Deja Vu again, rubbish. I'm gonna live forever is pretty rubbish as well. Saboteur, I mean, I don't see... Yeah, they stay broken for longer, so like they still come back, so I really don't see the point. Like, sabotage just doesn't seem good enough. I've not seen anyone use it in a way that impressed me. I've not used it myself in a way that I was keen with, so keen on even. So we do want that, we do want that. We're not bothered about that, so let's go this way. Here, here. And we'll take that. We lost the toolbox, but we did get the saboteur at least. Then we'll take that. We're just looking for cheap and blood point related at this point. So we should have some blood point stuff here, so let's use some of that. There we go, 75%. We want as many blood points as we can get our hands on. Good evening. I've managed to get Adrenaline 3, so that's good news. I don't actually know what the difference between Adrenaline 2 and 3 is, but just having 3 level 3 perks and 1 level 3, it just pissed me off. So, nice to have everything evened up a little bit. The queue times at the moment are pretty enormous for Survivor. I presume it's because all the killers are leaving the game. But who knows? I don't really want to cancel and then restart because it might like put me back in the queue, as it were. But I have been in this queue for a good long while now, like 10 minutes, maybe? Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna risk it and go back into the queue and just see if it was a bugged queue or something like that. How's your Blood Bowl game going? (2-1). Alright, and what was he playing in the end? I've forgotten. Yeah, you told me. Did you manage to level anyone up? Yeah. Dead ass. Under the sea. Under the sea. Oh, that gets stuck in your head so easily. Enjoy! Let's have a look at live. A rushed vault break into a sprint. Yeah, lithe is definitely one I'm going to test out at some point. Once it's level 3, I'll use it, but for now I think since they're pretty comparable and I'm used to using sprint burst a bit more, we will stick with that for now. Now playing versus a 200 plus TV Amazon team. Amazons are very strong, but they suffer from the same thing that every other AV team does, which is that if anyone's got, like, anyone touches them, which is tricky, but if they do, then they can just die. They just die like all hell. You know, if the one that because that TV is on a player, right? It's probably quite a bit of it's probably on one player. Someone with like a double and a normal perk is 50,000 more than they started as, and it's probably a positional, and that probably cost about 80,000 in the first place. So in other words, if you injure that one player, they're 130,000 down. Looks like the latest Boosted Rolls episode has just gone live. For those of you who follow, then there's a bit more content there as well. We seem to have a rather mannered survivor. Of course, the moment that the killer actually speaks to him, that will change in all likelihood. So it's all, you know, if you're ever in a pickle, just let me know, and you should watch this guide, and then we get to the end of the game. Fuck you, you massive wanker, dickhead. Don't forget that when playing against the Amazons, don't be afraid to make 1 die blocks with people with block. Obviously, make your 2 die blocks first, but you've got 3 good outcomes and 1 bad. So it's really quite worth making 1 die blocks, because especially when the good outcomes are really very good because they've got AV7, and you're much more likely to get some SPP, get them off the field, and thus be likely to win. Against some of those low AV, high amount of skills and techniques teams, it is often worth just swinging some punches. Obviously not like an idiot, but where the option to swing a punch against an armor 8 target wouldn't be quite as viable, swinging it against a 7 because the payoff is so high, it's pretty viable. And don't forget to foul, because you don't need that many assists to get a good foul. So we're not sprinting because we have sprint burst. We're immediately seeing the killer. He's over there. We've heard the heartbeat, and we know he's not coming towards us. So that's marvellous news. I didn't see which killer it was, I just saw the top of his head. Heard a survivor, and she's on the same generator. Brilliant. So we'll 44 this one. Better if we hit some greats. 44 seconds is a disgusting amount of time, incidentally. It's Legion. There's Sprint Burst doing its beautiful work and saving our red-headed behind. Unfortunately, my ability to look around then landed us back in the shit. But he was trying to get a bit clever for his own good, I think, and he either left me or he was trying to mind game me so much that he actually let me go by mistake. Fortunately, we've legged it straight towards 2 teammates, so that's very handy. He's landing deep wounds on everybody. That's irritating. That's going to cost us all a lot of time while we try and deal with it. Trick is, stay out of his terror radius when he's doing that crap. I'm not going to bother healing myself. That survivor's gone for the hide in a closet approach. And they've moved away. Hello, mate. Let's get this gen done, and then let's get some healing done. We're on a central gen, which we do want to get done as quickly as possible. Boom. This lady gets the dealio. Get the gen done, get the heals done, get the hell out of here. There's a gen over here, so we can just co-op this one. Beautiful. Anytime you can get 2 people on a gen, it means the killer's got 44 seconds to get there, otherwise they are fucked. So far, he's not managed... Oh, there's his first knockdown. So his first hook is coming up around the same time as our second generator. It's disgusting. Oh, I'm so bad. I do apologise. Do apologise. Pop. So we will go for the save. Killer is around. I haven't laid eyes on him just yet. He's on somebody else. Let's get the heal done quickly. Legion's coming from that way. We get the grate and we get out. We don't want to use that pallet. And then immediately on a gen, because that's what we would not want them to be doing if we were the killer. And 2 manning gens, even better. We know the killer's over there, so we're just keeping our eyes open. There he is. He's gone for the feral. We've neglected. Just thought I'd go for that for a bit of a laugh, really. I thought he was going to get the hook, but I wanted to make sure that he didn't use his feral to get loads of our teammates. He was only getting me. And that means that basically our team seems to be pretty altruistic and I can trust them to come and get me off. Meanwhile, we should get at least one more gen. There you go, there's another gen done. Someone is coming and another guy's working on another gen, so that's great. And he only got me with his feral, so he kind of wasted it a little bit, kind of. He wants to do what he did first time, which is deep wound 4 of us and then just waste all our time. But this time we got gens done, and but it is a bit of a shame. Like all 3 of them are not doing gens right now. We kind of wish they were. Oh, nice gen tap. Let's get on with it. He's coming. Are we going to get that? No, we're not. Thank you kindly. If he does catch us now, it's fine because we've got decisive strike, so we just get away for free. Good news, everyone. I figure this guy must be better with the flashlight than me, and he's being very altruistic. He's being very nice. Fuck it. He can have a flashlight. Survivors being nice is almost unheard of. If the least I can do is to make one survivor a bit happier and a bit less knobbish, let's do it. For the price of a flashlight I'm vaguely incapable of using anyway. Fuck it. Plus he's not been hooked yet and I have, so we'll get more use out of it from the, you know, on the team by having it on him. And he's obviously prestiged a fairly new killer. I don't know, I think he's new. To be honest, I do struggle with the timeline because I was out of the game and I really wasn't keeping an eye on it. So we're down to the last gen now. I've blown my sprint burst, but I think it was probably worth it. Our man can go for the flashlight save. I'm going to go and try and find a gen ASAP, because while this is going on is a time when you absolutely need to be putting gen pressure on, and I can't find one. Here it is! Yay! So this to end the game while they're dealing with that. If he gets the flashlight save at the same time, I can pop adrenaline even maybe. Don't run her towards me. Don't run him towards me. If you're going to run in towards me, then get on this bastard gen. I get adrenaline, so I get to run like an absolute mad bastard for this door. Sadly, it's far away. Delicious tea. So that one is 99 and ready to go. So we just need to go and get this guy off the hook. I'm going to walk to try and reload my sprint burst in case he's got no head. We need to be able to get the fuck out of here. There's the killer. He's got feral. Looks like we're just going for it. He's hit someone and he didn't knock him down instantly. Let's get involved. This isn't correct. This is not correct. We do not have enough distance here. This is incorrect. Fortunately, that is the right direction for the exit door. Have a little look. I get the sprint burst. He goes for me. I now cover for him. And let's leave. Just everyone get out. Stop fucking about. My nerves can't take it. I don't understand well enough how that killer works. I mean, he was just getting some points at the end and fair enough, but... So we did pretty well on our altruistic side, very well on the generator side, not so well on the unbroken because we did get hooked that one time, and yeah, we didn't do very well in our chases at all, to be honest. That was a bit low. We did donate that flashlight to our man over there, and oh, was it that? Yeah, that guy. So bravo to him. What's that? Inner strength. Oh yeah, that's that. It's a very interesting perk, that. And the killer did well. I think everybody ranked up in that game. That's a really high point game. It's a shame we didn't have any streamers or anything. And I don't mean Twitch streamers, I mean the Bloody Party streamers, which is an offering which increases everybody's blood points by 100%. So, I mean, we showed pretty definitively... Well, hang on a sec. Let's see what the next challenge is. Because we've done that challenge. So we'll collect that. Generosity, good stuff. So repair 15 gens, or finish repairing 3 gens using Dark Sense in a single trial. Stun a killer twice. I like this one. I think this one's more fun. Let's do this. So if we're doing gens and it's just mainly gen focus, we can grab ourselves a good old toolbox. We don't need sabotage stuff, Increase the repair speed is good. And add some charges just to get it going. Nice. And then boldness is hopefully not going to be us. So let's go with general blood pointiness. Good stuff. And while we're waiting, let's read some perks. It's just not good enough. It's a nice idea, but it's not good enough. Dark Sense. So each time a gen is completed, the killer is revealed. And then 10. So that's the one that we need to use for that next challenge, I think. Or for one of the challenges. Lucky break. 3 minutes with no blood. That is really good. Anyway. Premonition, no. Just checking all the perks, because to be honest, quite a few of them have changed since I played. And I haven't really gone through them all one by one. Saboteur is now 50% normal. And they stay broken for an extra 20. So that didn't used to be the case, but staying broken for an extra 20 seconds. To be honest, I left the game around the time when sabotaging didn't permanently delete the hook. So there was a period when survivors would just sabotage all the hooks on the map, and the only place that you could kill anyone was near your basement, otherwise you couldn't hook them. And you basically always had to run Iron Grasp on every killer. It's just as vomit-worthy as it sounds. Spine Chill. We've had some discussions about Spine Chill on and off the stream. It's not one that I think is amazing, but it certainly has its uses. You repair, heal, and sabotage 30% faster when you're injured. I suppose if you're running a no-mither build, you'd have to run a no-mither dead hard. You wouldn't then need you'd have to, no, you wouldn't need, if you were running no-mither. Interesting, we could try a no-mither build. That could be fun. We would need dead hard, and we'd need dead hard to work, though. No-mither is the talent from David King, which is that you are basically permanently injured. Maybe they've changed it now. Maybe it's that you are exposed. Evening, Lilok. How are you? You well? We're having a survivor evening. Dead Hard has been bugging out on me a few times, so we're playing with a bit of a sprint burst style. Ah, cool. Well, welcome back to the stream. Alright, so we've started next to a guy, so hopefully we can 44 a gen as quickly as possible. Hello, let's go. I can't sprint because it'll pop my sprint burst. Is that the killer? Yes, I did. I watched it. Ah, it's a trapper. Okay. So this is where I would quite like to have sabotage. Let's break his hook. His trap even. Fuck you, lad. And sprint burst for the win. Oh, he's going to be upset. I know I would be. Hello. I did not mean to jump in that locker. Yeah, it definitely can be useful. I mean, Spine Chill has all sorts of things. So we've sabotaged one of his traps, and so he is going to dislike us quite a lot. Because there's very little that trappers dislike more than you breaking their traps. And he knows that if I get free, I'm going to break that one as well, and the next one, and the next one. So he absolutely doesn't want me alive. But God, that sprint burst thing was just so fun. This place was not safe at all, though. I didn't realise there was this break in that wall. If that was a full wall, it would have been a nice loop. What I should have done was, as soon as we got this pallets done, run over to that building and loop there, because I think this place is just super unsafe. We are going to hope that someone gets to us before we reach 50, but I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to get two in one hooked here. I'm going to try and warn him about that trap, but sadly it came in at just the wrong time. Come on, lad. We're going to fuck right off. We do have self-care, so we'll use it for now. So, he did not manage to get us. Before the second entity stage, so we are now effectively on death hook. If we get caught, we are out, which is a real shame. You know, if it was a few seconds earlier. But, you know, he couldn't know that no one was coming for me. Shit, that was real bad. Killer should be coming for us. Frankly, we should be leaving. He did not come for us. That's good news. So, one dead, completely dead. I'm on a death hook. In other words, next hook kills me. Don't know why that survivor just gave up on life. That boned us pretty hard. We've spotted the killer. He's found someone, so let's get some gen pressure on. Again, when you're on a death hook, like, you don't want to be on gens because you don't want to get caught. You want to just stay safe and be out there. But that's exactly what the killer wants, because anything that slows you down. And as the killer, all you don't want is everybody on gens all the time. So try and get on a gen. ASAP is my general plan until I think the game is lost, and then I'm looking for hatch escapes. Oh, speaking of which, let's use this toolbox while we're here, because we're definitely at the stage where we want to be speeding things along. He's coming. We should get this one done before he gets here. Nope, because that guy got caught in a trap, so we've made some noise in order to try and give them a chance to distract. Gonna make more noise. No, didn't work, wasn't enough. We now need to get out of here. He will assume that I'm on this gen, so I'm going to move over to this one. Also, I want to leave a gap so that we're not Ah, shit, biscuits. Don't do that. Alright, well, this just became a hatch game. Unless we stand in a trap now, in which case it's just a fucked game. I don't know if I was near enough to avoid barbecue and chill. I'm pretty sure I was. And again, pretty sure I was close enough. So now I can leave and barbecue and chill should not detect me. And then I can go hatch surfing. To my heart's content. We see the killer over there. And now we play the random game of chance. He hasn't spotted me. We know he's gone that way, so we're going to just hope and go this way. And hope the hatch is over here. Random chance to save the day. Who's there? Oh, I didn't get that in time. Alright, well, we got a lot of points for it. But we did not find the hatch. I was hoping to stun him and then run off again looking for the hatch some more, but no such luck. And yes, an open hatch makes noise in a few meters, but there was still a guy alive, so it wasn't making any noise at that time. In fact, it wasn't even spawned because the generator requirement wasn't met at that time. So we may have ranked up, actually. Nope. Not good enough. I was just thinking that pallet stun might have been a nice little extra, but it is true that we did very little in that game. We mainly just got caught early on. Normally I end up doing a gen early, so... Right, let's whack another toolbox in and take the usual sort of offerings and go. I do like sprint burst, self-care is kind of necessary, adrenaline's very good when it's very good and useless when it's not. If Dead Hard was working, I'd probably take that there, and if I was playing in a team, I'd take Borrowed Time instead of Self-Care. Maybe I should take Borrowed Time anyway. Self-Care really does save my ass quite often, so I'm not very tempted not to take it at the moment, especially when I'm not using a med kit. I think if I'm taking a med kit, then maybe I would not take Self-Care and take Borrowed Time. There's an argument for that, certainly. Let's see what we get. If we get Lithe 3, I will try and take it. Yeah, we did. Alright. In that case, this game, I'll use Lithe just because I want to test it out. We'll take that because it's good. Then we'll come down here and take Saboteur 3. Take blood points because blood points. Take more blood points for the same reason. Take a very good med kit because hell yes. And then we run out of stuff. So we'll take the extra Oh, altruism. Alright, so we need to be a bit altruistic this game if we get the chance. And remember that we're using Lithe, not Sprint Burst, so I can sprint about now, which is one of the big weaknesses of Sprint Burst. Sprint Burst, having a sort of activatable sprint is amazing, but in the way, Lithe kind of is that, because there are a lot of vaults around the map. So as long as you remember not to fast vault when you don't want to be, when you're not being chased, I really don't think you ever really do that. So I think the main difficulty, I imagine, will be in terms of once you've vaulted through a window, you need to take advantage of the sprint immediately and head towards a next pallet. You can't sort of like just use it to stay in one place. Otherwise, you kind of waste it. So as you proc the Lithe, that needs to be to get to the next loop, not to just maintain a current loop. At least that's my thinking. I'm tempted by borrowed time instead of this self-care. It's more altruistic, it's more teamwork, and if you end up with decent team then it's good, but you can sometimes just end up with idiots and then you're like, ah shit, should have taken. Like, you can take the hatch perk so that you find the hatch more easily, and that's very, very solo play. You'd probably take that instead of adrenaline. Adrenaline is like the team end game, the hatch perk is the solo end game. Self-care is like a solo long-term plan, and borrowed time is more like a team's, an altruistic long-term plan. So oh shit, here we go again. Toxic near, too toxic near. No idea what he's on about. Don't really care. To be honest, I sort of expect all survivors to be toxic. So when they are, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest, and when they're not, it's just a pleasant surprise. You had any War Machine games recently, anybody? Let me live vicariously. How were your War Machine games? What casters were you playing? And how were your games? Pay attention to the killer's red stain. It tells you in which direction they are looking. No shit. Imagine being a survivor that's just like, oh my god, that's what the red stain is. You've not played at all? No, that's a shame. Which faction would you play if you were going to play a game? Oh, you played new games, the Marvel thing. Oh, Kuba's build. Yeah, it's good. Oh, for fuck's sake. There's Legion. Immediately gets us. He's coming back for me. We're going to take the fast Lithe to put some distance between us so that his feral can get fucked. And as he seems to have buggered off. No, he's not buggered off at all. Fucking hell. Okay, he has buggered off. Like, I need to get gen pressure on eventually. I can't just hear a heartbeat and refuse to do any gens, so. At some point I need to stop being a puss and just get on the gen. Which, to be fair, is what I was trying to do in the first place. Looks like we had a teammate up there, or two teammates probably, to get it that fast. So that's good news. Haven't played at all either, just Necromunda. The Marvel game looks tempting too. Didn't have a chance to play Marvel. Though the core set assembled. Alright, cool. Oh, I didn't mean Kuba, sorry. I meant, was it Martin that we spoke with from Norway Munin that was doing his Serenia? I mean, he's basically the Harby list with Serenia instead of Harby, let's be honest. It's not like it's anything special. But yeah, Marvel. I mean, Marvel couldn't hold less appeal for me if it took a giant shit on my forehead, because I have no interest in Marvel whatsoever, and I can't stand superhero stuff. So I am not their target audience. But I can absolutely see that those who are would be very, very tempted by a tabletop miniatures game with a good rule set that's based on it. Like, that sounds great. So very happy for all you guys that you got. Oh, hello. Oh, he's already on someone, so again, we can immediately get on a gen. If he's on someone, he can't be on two people. Get gens done. Make the killer sad, do gens. He's got 2 of them with his Feral Frenzy, got 3 of them with his Feral Frenzy, so they were all together. That's going to take them a while to heal that off. Fortunately, I was doing gens. So, it's not all wasted. Where's my nearest window? Over at the house there, in case we need to get Lithe going on. This toolbox has been putting in some good speed so far. It's just about to run out though, so we're going to have to revert to normal gen speed very shortly. Now, sadly. And that's his first down, I think, and we're about to do... Well, I'm about to finish the 3rd gen that we've done this game. With any luck, the other 2 guys were also doing gens. There's another one over here. I wanted to ask you if you were watching Watchmen. No, I haven't seen that. I've seen the... to be honest, that's one of the sort of more realistic superhero films. Like, if you think about... I mean, realistic's a bad word, but like gritty, real. Like, Batman the Dark Knight is one of my favourite films. And I just kind of have to put up with the fact that there's a superhero involved because I think it's a great film in its own right. And the scenes from Watchmen that I've seen, where, you know, he says, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me, are just very fucking badass and cool in their own right. Like, it's nothing to do with the superhero stuff. So that kind of film, which is kind of dark and gritty, I think I could definitely enjoy. And that is the 4th gen done. I do feel really sorry for this killer. We are just bending him over a barrel here and having our way with his rectal cavity. With an assortment of non-lubricated objects. Ooh, we did get a kill over there though. I'm going to move in for the save. Someone got there first. Yes, you can jump as well, and you've got your Feral Fury, but I did at least have Lithe. So it took him a good while and wasted a bit of his time, and we got him away from the injured guy, which was always the intent, was just to draw him away from the injured ones. I'm going to mend the deep wound, just so that he doesn't come after me immediately. And also, we're right next to one of the gens. He's on someone else, so actually, fuck this. I'm going to get gen pressure done. I'm going to live up to my word. Even though I'm injured, I am going to get onto gen pressure, because this is what I wouldn't want me to be doing if I was the killer. So instead of healing myself and being all safe and happy, I am just going to put gen pressure right back on him. Fuck him. Right now there's a Watchmen series on HBO and it's great, but still it'd be much better for you to read Watchmen comics first and then watch the series. He's bringing him straight to me and to the only gen that we're doing pressure on. Good work, lad. Well done. You fucked us good and hard there. Is this colour coming for me? No. So, again, despite injury, I'm going to go straight back onto this gen. He now knows that this is where the gen we're working on is, so what he should do is not come anywhere near me. He should just run around those pallets, waste his time. That is what he's doing, but he just fucked up slightly with the pallet timing. We've got two of the teammates still alive, there we go. And therefore, adrenaline procs, I get healed, immediate sprint, and I can get on this door, which is beautiful news. Movie is well made but really heavy. Watchmen Comics, one of the best comics books ever released. Yeah, I'm not about to read a comic ever, I don't think. Comics hold no interest for me at all. But as for heavy movies, right up my street. Definitely sounds like a lot of fun. And HBO series as well. Sounds pretty good. Right, we've 99 that door. So it's ready to go. I'm going to open it because everybody's healthy. Come on, get your asses over here. And also, I'm a bit nervous about no one escapes death. I don't want to just get one shot out of range of the door. But this has been a very successful game, so we've done quite a lot of gen work. And we get a little protection hit, extra distraction protection, etc, etc, etc. Stuff at the end. Nice work. Nice game. And we got 3 gens worth of progress on our challenge there. That was great. Yeah, max points for objectives, not surprising. Plus survival. Yeah, that gets us the rank up just about. Jesus. Yeah, Unbroken plus Lightbringer is enough. Even when, to be honest, we didn't do much in the sort of chase or altruistic side of things. But our job was to get the gens done there. To be honest, I think that's everyone's job all time. I know I stress it, but all these survivors that run around in circles with flashlights and show off and this, that and the other, fuck that, get on a gen. Like, yes, that is all the showy stuff, but if you just want to win games, just do gens, because the gen speed is so stupidly broken at the moment that if everybody just does gens all the time that they're not being chased, there's no way a killer can win. Or it's insanely hard, I should say. Like, if they make one mistake in a chase, if they just nail every chase they ever make and they slug someone and they do everything perfectly, of course, then it's possible. But generally speaking, if you're all on gens all the time, then one mistake and they just lose. So. Sometimes, depending on how much killer they're taking, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to overdo it too much, but I feel it very, very strongly, let's put it that way. Vigo's jar of salty lips. There. Or it could actually be really... maybe it's the right type of lips. Still, a jar of them. Not great. See what we get on the next level. Kindred level 3. Kindred is a good perk. Alert is a bad perk. No one left behind. Is honestly very, very fucking niche. And I don't see myself ever really using that. Will make it is good and you should have that. So I will get ready to grab that. I'll grab Kindred because it's genuinely good, and then I'll grab that if it doesn't get removed. We have got some serious medkit action. The Ranger medkit is so good. For healing other people, though. Interesting that it says tremendously increases the speed that you heal others. So you can't just sit there healing yourself like whoop, but you can heal others like that. It's so quick. So, what is everybody's proudest Christmas present idea? If you've had a Christmas present idea for somebody and you are particularly proud of it, then let me know. I've got a few ideas in my head, but obviously some of the people that I'm buying for watch the stream, so I can't really share mine. But I think you are mostly safe to share yours. So hit me with your golden ideas. What are you getting for your girlfriends, for example? And don't just say a massive vibrator. If you don't want the answer, don't ask the question. Alright. Well, I at least want to know which one you got, because like I've been having a look at a few of those, and the Hitachi one things that are fucking all over the place are unbelievably expensive, despite potentially being incredibly good. And yeah, okay, they kind of work reasonably well with some rope stuff, but still, I'm not sure they're worth, what is it, like, I can't remember. I remember looking at them and going, Jesus! And then having a look at the price and going, Jesus! Yeah. I think I need to find myself a cheap knockoff at some point. Right, in we go. Red Forest, Huntress map. I hope we fight against a Huntress. I haven't fought against a Huntress in a while. And she is probably my favourite killer. Where is a bastard generator? Why am I miles from any gens? God damn it. Is the one right here? Where are the fucking gens? Hell's tits. Where is a generator? Am I blind? Can someone see a gen? There's one. Fuck that one though, it's right in the middle. I'm going in here. I don't think this killer spotted me. I'm going to nip down here and do this one. Oh shit, it's Freddy. We're all going to go to sleep in a minute. I'm going to rely on the fact that that guy hasn't been caught yet. Ah, shit. So now I'm asleep, and I'm going to have to blow this generator, fail a skill check on purpose, in order to wake myself up. Would you give me a frickin' skill check? Thank you. I don't have any ideas for a present right now. I'll buy some books and that's all. Ah, fair enough. What in God's green earth? What the fuck just happened? Did anyone see that? The fucking generator started bleeding. What the hell? Right, now I need to find a gen so that I can wake myself up. Come on, give me a skill check, give me a skill check, give me a skill check, give me a skill check. Thank you. I do have self-care in this build, so I'm going to use it. I've looked at the Hitachi as well, but the price is so high, I haven't found a decent alternative. Yeah, we're going to have to, like, maybe on FetLife or something, there'll be some people that are just like, look, fuck that, that is just an enormous amount of cash, and this one will do it just as well. In fact, I might have a glance on there later on. Oh, fuck's sake. See if someone's got some advice, because they must do. What the hell's tits is going on? Why does he just get to appear next to me every time there's a frigging... And we are going to waste a good amount of his time here. I just went blind, apparently. Just decided, yeah, you know, I have a free hook. Keep me informed if you find one. Yeah, I'll do that. But also, what the fuck is the perk where he gets to appear out of a generator wherever I happen to be, regardless of where it is on the map, because I want to know. Missed. Fuck nugget. Missed again. Fucker. I fucked up, but then you fucked up. So it's all good. He pretended to break the pallet. The cheeky bastard. And he got the flashlight save like a boss. What on earth is going on? What was that? Seriously, I do not know what the new Freddy does at all. I'm half expecting him to just dive out of that generator into my face. What is this? Okay, that seems good. Well, let's try and heal out of this fucking mess. I do not know what's going on. Is he coming for me again? Yep. What the fuck? I was through the bastard thing. I got a fast vault with live. It doesn't get any faster than that, you cheeky, blady bastard. Cheeky flashlight lady is going to go for a very unsafe save. Yeah, that was not at all safe. If you don't have borrowed time, don't just get me killed. Thank you. I mean, I've got decisive strike, so fuck it. Let him try. Now try and get the save, get the save, get the save. Thank you. What is slowing me down that much? Hold the active button to perform a gene protection and teleport to a generator. Releasing the button. So he can teleport to a gen, any gen he wants that's in his sight. Holy hell! He seems really strong. We did not do well there. At all. Literally, I just went from hook to getting down to hook to getting down to hook to getting down, like not at all well, but largely because I didn't understand what the good God was going on. Right, let's take another toolkit. No point in pissing about. And yeah, let's just burn that thing, why not? It will afflict survivors who step in it with the hindered status effect, slowing them down while they remain in the trap area for a short duration after leaving it. So he can put traps down as well. We might need to buy Freddy, guys, because that is sounding remarkably interesting. But I suppose, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe not, because you can teleport to generators, but it takes several seconds. So, like, okay, I was just like, oh my god, that generator's bleeding, what the hell's going on? Whereas someone who knows the game would be like, oh right, Freddy's going there, he's got an active ability, so I'll just run away. Like, it really won't be that strong for someone who... But I mean, it does give him ability to move around the map, so it does give him an ability to defend, I suppose. Passively putting everyone to sleep after 60 seconds is pretty good in terms of it will force them all to do something. But if they just stay in groups of 2, they can just go snap out of it every minute, and his total game plan is boned. Because it really is quite fast if you're near another survivor. So as long as you stay reasonably near each other as against Freddy, I think it's if you sort of... Like, I made the mistake of getting myself all alone and far away and trying to dick about with Lithe. Lithe was cool, by the way. I really enjoyed playing with Lithe. I'm going to keep that for a bit. Sorry, my dog's come in. Let's see if we can show some doggo while we're waiting for the queue time. We need to switch to the old face cam. Here we are. And then we get doggo cam. Hang on. Hello, doggo. Come and say hello. Hi. Oh, happy doggo. With a massive football bigger than her head. Yeah. Look at that tail. It was a happy goal. Oh, we've stopped. It's not acceptable. Oh, we're sitting. Yeah, look at those ears. She peels them back when she's happy. They're peeled. What's this? What's this? Hello? Alright, that's enough of doggo. We now get back to... We bring you back to our regular schedule where we look at my ugly mug. Apologies for that. Especially when not being drop-kicked by my girlfriend. Yeah, she definitely had it in for my dog. Not on purpose, but holy shit. I think doggo is actually a bit nervous, so maybe she needs to... I'm going to go and open that door again for her. I'll be right back, just in case she needs to get to the water or something. Right, someone remind me that my dog's outside. Because I'm going to have to go and bring her back in after this game. Now usually the moment that I touch a generator, the killer arrives about 3 seconds later. 3, 2, 1. It's a happy day! Also, when I adjust my glasses like that, a skill check usually goes off, so things are going far too well so far. Alright, no sign of him just yet. Could not see the bastard, couldn't see where he was. He decided not to keep up that chase, which is quite wise. Oh, that girl decided to bring him directly to me. Not my favourite thing in the world to have happen. But he didn't break that pallet, so I suppose why not? I could take that thing where I put pallets back up just for a bit of flavour. Has he got nurses calling? Because if he does, we knows we're here. Does not look like it. He is coming my way. Let's wander around. He's off to get a trap, almost certainly. So I'll go for the immediate hook, which against most killers would be incorrect. But against Trapper, it's pretty good. And we get a nice quick heal off. 2 gens already done. Safe hook rescue for me, lovely. And I'm just trying to spy where my next gen should be. So these 2 gens have both been done. On this side, she's got... Oh, there's the 3rd one. But it will put all of the remaining generators over on the other side of the map, which is not something I usually like to do, but... I mean, we're both here. Let's just get the gen done, eh? Also, I mean, she was going to do it regardless of whether I helped or not, so... If we got more of us, a bit condensed over to the other side of the map, then it'll allow us to speed along some gens as soon as anyone starts some chase pressure. Alright, speaking of which, we've now got hook pressure back on us, sadly. No gens here so far. There could be some traps around here. Nice. Take that. Get the unhook. And then circle. Could have body blocked that, I suppose. Probably should have done. Can be off over here, do a round, and then... Oh, she's not even following me. Okay. Has he got Devour Hope? He seems to want to get away from his hooks remarkably quickly. I mean, he is the trapper, so maybe he's just doing that. Someone else is getting hit. Oh my lord, there was a trap on the fucking thing? Immediate trap escape, thank y'all. Let's go get the lithe to put some distance in. I was through. I didn't get the angle right, obviously. But I mean, cheeky bastard putting a trap on a totem. That's cool. I mean, it's a really low percentage play, but it worked out for him. Let's wiggle like a motherfucker and... Oh, there's a hook right there. Never mind. So that's our first hook. We've got 3 gens done. With any luck, they are working on another one. Those 2 are healing. 1's on a gen. So yeah, if he manages to keep up that gen pressure, that'll be good. Where's the next gen that we want to get done? So we need to get 1 last gen. So there's 1 here. 1 down. That gen's being worked on a bit. And there's 1 over there. So this is the problem with having 4 gens in one area. Let's bring him over to the next gen. And he can heal my ass up. And then me and him can 44-second this gen. In fact, we should be doing that now. Just get on the gen, get on the gen, get on the gen. Get on the gen. Get on the gen, get on the gen, get on the gen. I've got adrenaline, I'll get healed up anyway if we get this fucking gen done. Get on the gen. Get on the gen. Get on the gen. You slag. So instead of doors powered, exits opened, me healed, we've instead got me in a lot of danger, that guy hooked, and if he now comes for me, I'm probably going to die. That guy got away? No, the other guy got away. Is he going to go back over for them, or is he going to come straight for me? He should come straight for me. I do not want to actually finish that off, because he'll come straight for me like a bat out of hell. Fuck it. Both exit doors are on this side, of course they are. Looks like we are going to get it though. He went to deal with them. We got it. Oh, he does have no head. So hopefully that just highlighted that fact to all of my teammates. So thank God we went and we didn't try to be cocky or anything. We just went straight for the exit after getting it. Whew! 2 more gens, so Bring the Light progress is moving along pretty well, honestly. And we got a lot of points that game. That was a big one. So yeah, oh, Jesus, only just pipped. So that was an example of where that's normally how my killer games would go, where you're like, okay, had a really good game, lots of points, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, you didn't even rank. But here we just ranked, so that is really surprising. That really surprised me. Look at that, 25k, and we nearly didn't rank up. Whew. So maybe as the ranks climb higher, it just gets much, much harder to rank up. Per game, which I suppose is right. I suppose it's right. So we both had adrenaline, self-care, lithe, but he had breakout and I had decisive. Interesting. Right, let's jump in. Oh, yeah, my dog's still outside, so fortunately I've remembered. I'm going to go and let her back in. Be right back. Must say though, I am liking lithe very much as a talent. It's a good one. It's very, very good. Hey. Ugh. Queue times suck. Yes, yes. Sorry. I recently got my guitar restrung, so I'm making an effort to sort of just pick it up and play it whenever I can. Trying to build my fingertips back up again so that they can actually deal with the steel strings and so on and so forth. And well, I appreciate the fact that you couldn't tell that my shitty guitar was not coming from an actual program or something. That's right, let's get into it. No, my what I learned guitar years and years ago, and then I properly learned guitar. And I say properly, like I mean to the best of the ability that I've had during my lifetime. A few years later, and so then. The problem was that at that time I could play like 20, 30 different things that I'd learned. I'm not a very good creative learner. I don't learn by feel. I don't learn by like hearing the music and being able to go, oh yeah, that's a C+. I don't have any classical music training. All I do is learn songs by repetition, by learning the mechanics of the song and just repeating. Oh, you just managed to get 2-2 with the Amazons. I tell you what, Matthias, I feel like playing some Blood Bowl. If you're up for it and you want to play another game, I could play it on stream if you fancy a game after this DbD game. And thank you very much, Simon. That's very kind. But yeah, oh, you just entered another game. No worries at all. No worries. I'm also having a very good time on DbD, don't stress. Alright, we're up against the nurse. Oh yeah, if he concedes, why not? Whoa, hello. Alright, he's heading in there, so we can come here. Oh, fuck you. It's a one-man gen. This wallpaper is a hate crime. Yep, not going to disagree too much with you there. For a second there, I thought she'd switched targets and was coming for me. I was getting ready to dive out that fucking window. She should go and look for someone off the top and then blink away from this building. Which will allow me to get back on the jet. She came close again to listen to see whether I was back on it. I wasn't, so now she's left. So now I'm back on it. Sucks to be you, nurse. sucks to be you. She gave it a really good go with that blink spin hit though in this tight space. Fair play to her. Like, considering the amount of work I've had to put in back and forth to get this gen done, why on earth have our team not got at least one more gen done between them? It is a fucking travesty. There you go. She's hit someone else, so I will go for the save. And I'll take that hit for her, no problem at all. Oh, it was not a safe unhook. She didn't get away. We're going to go for some gen pressure instead of healing. Could be a mistake, honestly. Yeah, she's got thanatophobia. This is a mistake. We're costing everybody. She's almost certainly got Nurse's Calling as well. So I'm going to move a good distance away before healing. And then we'll get back on that gen with the toolbox and try and get some pressure on. Nice to note that one of the exit doors is right here in case we need to remember. So now everyone is injured. Jesus, thanatophobia is going to be slowing everybody down a fair bit. They did get the unhook though, and that guy's miles away, so they should get a little group of healing over there. They should all heal each other up while he's getting unhooked, which means that we can run over to this hook because she should go looking for them. Nope, fuck that. Whenever you're a survivor, do gens. Do gens, do gens, do gens. Let them deal with that crap. Get some gens done. He can sit on that hook for a minute, he'll be alright. Also, it seems like we've got a fairly altruistic team, so we need somebody who's gonna get the bastard job done. With any luck, our other guy's doing it as well, so we do 2 gens and then we've only got 1, because then that changes the thing from us all being injured and hooked and nasty shit going on and down to 1 gen to go. But I don't think that's the case. I'm going to go for this hook rescue because the other guy doesn't seem to be. I will now go for the other hook rescue while he chases the injured ones. Come on, lass. Let's go. Get the heal on as quick as we can, but if that guy gets hooked immediately, and I think he will, then you're going to have to run, because we're not going to get this heal finished. Yeah, we're not going to get this finished. I can tank 1 shot for you, but that's it. Alright. He didn't go for it. He's sabotaging hooks. Why are you sabotaging hooks? Get gens done. Game equals over when the gens are done. Oh god. Right. Looks like it'll be our job to get all the gens in the game done. We're down to 3, but we're down to 2 gens, and I'm already putting a good chunk into this one. It sounds like he is chasing the other fella, so if he can keep that chase up for as long as possible, if he does his part, I will do mine. Good evening, Screwfizzle. I'm genuinely interested whether you are sort of thinking about the word screw as in to screw a woman, or to screw, like, the small metal screw thing that goes into a wall, for example. Are you injured? Yeah, alright, fuck it, I'll heal you then. Just because I feel like if you were having sex and sort of in sort of screwing in that way and you were actually fizzling, then you're definitely doing it right. Oh, hello. She looks a bit upset. Let's go and get this unhook and get the points. You made the alias when you were in high school, so option A. Good man. Good man. Alright, he should go for the injured girl. He did. Sadly, she didn't manage to dodge him for even a second. But it does mean that we get back on this gen and get some pressure on. She will come for us. There are only 2 of us left. Our man's a fucking moron. So, let's see if we can outrun the nurse a little bit better than our colleagues have been doing thus far. We have just spotted the hatch, though. It's fairly near that generator. Oh my lord, she's on me like white on rice. Okay, let's go. Let's test ourselves. I didn't even mean to jump that. This game is called Dead by Daylight. And it is a 4 versus 1 asymmetrical horror game. So in other words, you have 1 killer and 4 survivors. They're all played by humans, so they're all human players. It's just a multiplayer arena type game. Where's our colleague? He's over there trying to finally do that generator. Jesus. So there are 8 generators on each map. Each map is kind of procedurally generated and also kind of... yeah, you can absolutely play with just your friends. So you can... yes, it's on Steam. And you can play with... If you get a group of 5 of you together, then 1 of you can be the killer and 4 of you can be the survivors. And or if you just get 4 of you, you can just go on the ladder and just play with 4 survivors on a team. No problem at all. Or you can just play solo as I am. So, yep, all options are available to you. Alright, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, I messed up the wiggle a tiny bit. I mean, it doesn't matter, we didn't even get to halfway. So this is my first hook. We'll see if our friend does choose to try and help us out. He might not, he might just go for the hatch escape. Don't worry if you don't know what I'm talking about, just bear with it, stay with us and you'll learn something. And you are on Vancouver time. Alright, have we met? Were you at WTC? And how did you find the podcast? Were you listening to the Paul Watson episode or the one with Pavel from the EU Masters? Holy tits. Whoa, my fucking asshole is puckered. He's after our mate, so we're going to see if we can get the fuck out of here. Yeah, our mate is downed. I'm going to see if I can heal myself up in time to make a go for that hatch. Both. I wasn't at WTC, long time player, more of a hermit. Gone to 5 Tonys this year, so I've played as well. Should see about joining. Ah, okay. Well, best of luck. Oh, Lord. He's gone to the other exit gate first. We're going to let him set eyes on this one. And then as he moves over to the other one, we'll see if we can get our dirty paws on this exit door. But he is easily close enough where he could sadly, he's got both doors really close to each other. So there's very little we can do about this. We're going to watch his patrol route. It looks like he comes back to there, then he goes over there, which is the best time for us to go for this door. We'll try it now. He'll see us, he puts the blink in, and we run. Alright, we're not going to get an exit door, sadly. But we're not going to give him the satisfaction of the kill. We'll get some healing points instead. We cannot make it out with this scenario. It doesn't look like he's got nurses calling, otherwise he should be able to see me healing and coming straight for me, but we're going to die, but we're going to try and get some healing points first. Oh, fucked. Completely fucked. Oh, that is brutal. Oh yeah, the hand of the entity. Also slightly hentai-ish, but let's ignore that for a moment. That was when, at the end of the game, when the exit doors are powered and opened. Start of my game versus Bretonians, second turn score, his second turn dead wood elf. Did we rank up there? Oh, just short. We got a lot. We got basically all of the generator work that was done that game was done by me. Our teammates were pretty shit. We did pretty well in terms of stealthing around and avoiding the killer and so on and so forth. But we, like, every time we unhooked someone, they immediately just ran to their death. So we never got any safe unhooks or anything like that. If any of our teammates had been any good at all, we would have ranked up in that game, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, that's one of the downsides of playing Survivor, I suppose. We're going to grab a skeleton key this game just because I feel like having the option to get the hell out of there if necessary. And we'll take the Shroud of Union so that we start with someone else and we can get a gen done in 44 and sort of start the pressure on early. Right, Doggo has come to bother me again, so I think she's hungry. I'm just going to quickly feed her while we're waiting for the next queue, so I'll be right back momentarily. Alright, let's have a look. So, first dodge of the third turn, double ones on a dodge and a knockout. Nuffle giveth, Nuffle taketh away. Yes, yes. For those who haven't got a clue what Vidar is talking about, we both play a game called Blood Bowl, which is Games Workshop, very, very old game. I think it was from 1990. So, it's almost, I think it's like 30 years old, something like that. It might even be older, I don't know. I think it might be like 40 years old or something crazy. It's a really old game anyway, and but it's been many, many times updated and re-released and so on and so forth, and does have an online version now, Blood Bowl 2, and soon an updated version, hopefully, Blood Bowl 3. They've not actually announced a release date, sadly, but they have announced that the game is being worked on, so that's great. And it's basically fantasy American football, so, you know, undead versus night elves playing football. So, yeah, pretty fun. And the god of bad dice is called Nuffle, so Nuffle giveth and Nuffle taketh away. How are we doing here? 10 out of 15 gens, so we need to get some more gens done for this one. Let's spend some blood points. So Kindred is definitely... Oh, fuck. Straight into a game. Kindred is the way to go. So they took away that. Let's go... If I take this, it will take that, and then it will take that. So I don't think we can get that, so we'll take... Oh! We're straight in. Here we go. Looks like the killer will probably have some pretty good add-ons because he's using the Black Hand, which is the add-on which prevents his other add-ons. Sorry, it's the offering which prevents his add-ons from being lost at the end of the trial. So it suggests that he's probably got very good add-ons. So, for example, against the Huntress, we might expect to see Iridescent Shard. Against the Wraith, we might expect to see Iridescent Axe Heads. Against the Wraith, we might expect to see the Silent Bell, for example. All these sort of good items are likely to pop up here, which is bad news for us. Though hopefully he's using them to compensate for the fact that he's not very good. Always look on the bright side. And stay hydrated. And clean your water bottle. What the fuck is that nonsense? Jesus. Right. We've started with someone. We're near an exit door, so we're probably near a gen. Yep. Let's... Oh, we started with 2. Let's 3-man this gen. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's just nail it. Killer's over there. And it's a Huntress, so he's probably got Iridescent Axe Heads. I'm getting out of here. I do not want to get one-shot hatcheted in the face. Fuck that. The fact that that guy's been hit without being killed suggests either that... Oh, fucking hell, she's got Hex Ruin. So let's get rid of some totems. She might have Thrill of the Hunt as well, so we need to get rid of totems in order to get rid of Hex a bit faster and easier. We've found it. So we'll get rid of this, and then we can get on with things. So, she gets a hook, I get Hex Ruin. It's probably good for her, I'd say. Hex is going to go down, but she gets a hook for it, so... Nice. We've got a pallet here, we've got plenty of places to hide. Let's get started with the gen pressure. And hopefully everyone else has done the same. Yep, they've unhooked him, but let's hope at least one of them is doing a gen, otherwise it just begins this spiral of death that the killer will always win. So, if you're a survivor, please do gens, please do gens. Unless you're against me, then please run around in a circle. That is the same one he killed last time, pretty sure. So that's her second hook, unless she's got Decisive Strike. Please have Decisive Strike. Nope. Take Decisive Strike. It's just far too good. There's no reason not to. Immediate hook save. Let's hope they've got a plan to keep her alive. Borrowed time, etc., etc. I'm genuinely thinking about going balls to the wall, taking self-heal off and putting borrowed time on. But it really is relying on your teammates not being morons, and that is unusual. Anyway. Right, we've done an entire gen on our own, and our team has not. We've found a dude though, so we can help him heal up. And then we can get this gen done. So that's good news. We'll keep our eyes open in case she's just gone with a full-powered hatchet. There is not a built-in voice chat. The game is designed so that you cannot communicate, so that you've got to work things out, you've got to use auras and all that stuff, and then for some reason they went, yeah, but you can play Survive with friends if you want, and we'll just pretend that Discord doesn't exist, yeah? Crack on. Good luck, killers. Any compensation for that? No, no. Any different ladder for that? No, no, no. Just exactly the same, just crack on, you'll be fine. No issues here. 44-second gens are fine. And balanced. Nope. Yes, she hits me with her tasty hatchets, but at the same time I get my lithe. So it's a fairly decent trade. She hears me, so she thinks I'm down there. There she goes. Please be a pallet. Yep, good. Nope. Under DC. Under DC. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Nope, 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 nope. Fuck you, lady. Too slow, too slow, too slow. This loop is insane. Pick a Disney song, lads. Yep, I am here and there's nothing you can do. I'm going to heal myself in front of your face. Oh, this game's ridiculous. And that was so much time that we just built for our team. Like, look at that. They're down to one gen. One gen we need to do, and I get to just sit in this window having a big wank. And just literally sit tapping mon lips, and there's nought she can do. Disgusting. Right, let's go and get this gen finished. We've already put in a good amount of work on it. And she's now chasing someone else, so all we need is about 80 minus 25. It's about 60 seconds. About 1 minute and we should have... Oh, someone's already got it. Never mind. And I happen to be right next to the door handle. Don't mind if I do. Keep an eye out for any long-range hatchet shenanigans. There's a dude on that door as well. two of us here, one of us over there, everybody's fine. Why is she changing door? There's just no need. Let's all just make sure the last guy's safe. If the last guy gets hit, we do want the opportunity to go and help him out. But meanwhile, as soon as he's out, yep, he's out. Everybody can just leave. Now this lady's coming back. She's just having fun. That was a hopeful hatchet at best. Right. Well, that map is absolutely ridiculous. Don't for a second believe that, oh, Simon's a good survivor. He did really well there. No, I just had the most ridiculous loop in the world. There was very little she could have done. It was not her fault. She got dicked. And we almost double ranked up for that. That is disgusting. Let's use our luck charm, why not? What does luck specifically do within Dead by Daylight? I've never actually checked what it actually does. Let's Google this. Chances of unhooking themselves from a hook and freeing themselves from a bear trap does not affect the rarity of an item in a chest. Increased luck can be shown on a status ID when attempting interactions that are affected by it. I'm just going to go and punch this cat in the eye. Be right back. Oh, he actually heard me and stopped being a dick. That's good. It is a very short period of his life where he's not a penis. My Chrome has crashed, so I now can't see the chat. So apologies to anyone saying anything in the chat. I will be right with you. There we go. It's open. Oh no! I've lost a subscriber. I don't know how to. I don't know who my subscribers are. So I don't know if there's a way for me to get a list of them and then go groveling to them whenever the subscription runs out. Right, come on queue time, let's go. I'm going to cancel this queue and then re-jump in it just in case it's bugged because it seems like it might be a little bit. So we need 4 more gens worth of... Or do we need to just like actually finish... If I just tap the finish of a gen, does that count for this? Because it doesn't say like the equivalent of 15 gens, it's actually repair 15 gens. So maybe I just need to tap the ends of them. Interesting. Well, meanwhile, let's pop some more blood points into Survivor. So this one's going to get taken. Doesn't matter. We'll make it anyway. Then we would like that, but it's going to go. We don't give a shit about luck. We don't give a damn about that key. That's quite a nice item. They're all crap. Let's take the stamp. And then all the blood point items. Oh my god, we actually got the sponge. That is great news. We'll take a med kit because they're always good. A flashlight is nice, and we may as well take a decent syringe instead of a shitty little item there. That is a pretty damn good solo perk if you think your teammates are shite. There is a very reasonable argument for taking Left Behind. So we might do that. Doggo's turned up again, so... Right, time for a musical interlude while we wait for the bloody queue time again. So, don't be confused this time, it is me. fuck that up. Play Wonderwall. I'm not trying to shag you. Like, this isn't let's get in people's pants over Twitch. If that was my dating strategy, I'd have serious issues. Another queue time swiftly bulldozed through. Also, I think I never actually bothered to learn Wonderwall, and if we're being, further on, we're sharing. Let's continue to share. I can play guitar. Not particularly well, and if I particularly try to learn one song, I can sort of get that and then I'm able to play it, but what I can't do is play and sing at the same time. I find it unbelievably impressive that other people are able to do that. I am simply not able to do it. One or the other, or more often both, go to absolute shit when I try to both play and sing at the same time. And my singing's not that great anyway, let's be honest. It's more like shower singing. As evidenced by my under DC. This is a long load time, which doesn't bode well for us. It means someone may have disconnected during the loading time, at which point the game will be closed and you'll have to listen to me dicking about on guitar again. Hey, we might actually be alright here. There's 3 survivors at least. Has the 4th one disconnected? Yep, fuck. I wonder if I lost my key. You sometimes lose your add-ons and stuff when that happens. No, I didn't. I lost my offering, yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. Because I used that one, didn't I? Fuck it. Oh, it's such a bad add-on. Why are we even using it? It just doesn't matter. And I'm clearly not aiming to be altruistic this game, so let's just... stay away from the killer. Oh, we may as well get some extra blood points. Objectives, yeah, that'll do. Oh, so close, but no cigar. Oh well. Back on the guitar it is then. Be a lot more entertaining when I was actually able to sing, wouldn't it? As it is, it's just like annoying ditties that are like, what? Why is the musical interludes in Dead by Daylight as well? It's like, hooks, kills, murder, death, killers, and then dun 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 dun. Oh well, fuck it. Let's 44 this gen and get on with it, shall we? Huntress incoming. Fuck that. I'll crack on with this gen. She's apparently not delighted about. Fortunately, she fucked it. Fucked it again. What in God's fucking tits? I've got to work out exactly how fast vaulting works. Because I keep getting clipped through windows that I really don't think I should be. This is probably one of those things where it's just something that they've updated since I used to play Survivor, which was a long time ago. Oh God, come on Simon, sort yourself out, lad. She's over there, but she's chasing someone else. She might have Hunter's Grace, but probably not. 1 gen's been done, but it's not enough, not nearly enough. We need to get 2 more gens done nice and quick, so let's do our part. This looks like a 1-man gen unless someone can fit on there, but I very much doubt it, so given that it's a 1-man gen, let's try and get it done, because in the end game 1-man gens are a fucking nightmare. The killer knows that it'll take at least 80 seconds to get them done, and therefore they don't have to patrol them that often, whereas with 2, 3 or 4 possibly man gens, they have a much harder time. An almost immediate unhook, good news, it means that she'll be busy over there for long enough for us to get this gen done. And then we want to figure out where we're going next. So obviously central gens are good to do at that point. You don't want all the last gens to be together, but I suppose 3 gens left, which means still 6 on the map, so I don't think we need to worry about that too much. We just need to get a gen done wherever that might be. The action appears to be over there, so we're going to go over there. Oh, nice, gen done. Gen done. She'll be feeling that. Oh. Hello. No. 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 Under the sea. Under the sea. Wow, she must be getting a bit upset about this. I'd be getting a bit upset about this, to be honest. Oh man, if I was her, I'd be really upset. Come on, lass. Let's go. Let's get this last gen 44'd. And then we just win. Yep, she's just started a fight. We've started a 44 gen. That is perfect. So long as she doesn't fuck this up, or I don't fuck this up, then we're on for a very solid win. So 1's been caught. Frankly, that's fine. As long as we get this gen done, we can then work on checking out if she's got no head and making sure that we get her unhooked and sorted out. And the fact that she's not got a hook yet means there's no way she's making it here in time. We've got this gen 100%. So I'm going to get an immediate adrenaline sprint and use it. Oh, sadly, this girl got the adrenaline sprint as well. Fuck you. Let's go and open the other exit door. She does have no one escapes death. That is very bad news. It's not on this, but there's so many points to be had here. Like this escape door plus that totem is just very, very fucking tempting. Ooh, hit me. Nope. And fuck that other guy. I'm not risking it. Not for him. And also, I've got a key that I don't want to lose. So, we got a lot of gens done that turn. Yeah, 3 gens. Jesus. So, 8k. Oh, what? That should have been 8k. Anyway, we've got a bit of boldness. It should be a level up. Yep, it is. Good news. fine. What offering should we go with? Start the trial with someone else, see if we can just 44 regen straight away. It's probably for the best. Self-care over to borrowed time. Self-care is just too good. There are just too many situations where self-care has saved my ass in solo games. If I was on Discord and I could be like, right, someone come to this gen and heal me up, then great, but I'm not, so... Right, let's take this left behind, see what it takes off. It takes Deja Vu off. I'm okay with that. We will take this one, and this one, and this one. Nice. A rainbow map. Honestly, it tracks far too much shit. But it's still the best thing on this particular... Oh, that's milky. The milky glass is pretty good. Could use the key and survivor auras. But that's putting a lot of faith in this key and not getting killed, isn't it? I think I'd rather just have the key available. If we're being honest. Alrighty. So how's your Blood Bowl game going, Fu? You getting your ass kicked by a Bretonian again? Stop getting your ass kicked by Bretonians. One moment he's broken and injured with pretty much every blitz. Yeah. He's got Mighty Blow on a couple of guys, has he? Or Wood Elves are just being Wood Elves and breaking their own necks. We have to declare the blitz first, right? Oh, okay. Well, then that is unfortunate. Well, I suppose if you tried to declare the blitz, then you did the leap, and then you did something else, and you sort of like cancelled the original action or something. I don't know. Maybe it's. Wood Elves are really good at one-turn touchdowns, though. They've got just such fast, agility 4 catchers. It's like playing Skaven, but just where all of you guys are capable of getting the ball and throwing it to him and handing off and passing and all the rest of it. Whereas with Skaven, it's only really your gutter runners that are able to do that shit. And your thrower, maybe, if you've got one and he's still alive. But War Dancers are just so well built to become sackers, like to get the ball off people. Because they've already got leap, so all you need to do is like stick strip ball on one of them. And you're well on the way to a very golden player. You got Agi on your first War Dancer. You've got an Agi 5 War Dancer. Holy crap. An Agi 5 War Dancer is like considered to be one of the best players in the game. Because Agi 5 Leap... Oh, that's dirty. That's absolute filth. I'd give you some advice on what to take next, but frankly, an Agi 5 War Dancer can do anything it wants. It can get into anywhere to get the ball off anyone. It can pick the ball up and get it out. It can be a ball carrier and just leap over everybody and dodge and run. And it can, you can put frenzy on it and make it a dedicated blitz. Like this, you can do whatever the hell you want with an Agi 5 War Dancer. That's nuts. Oh, God, we finally get a game and it's an immediate disconnect. God damn it. Let's have a quick look what Blood Bowl Tactics has to say about Agi 5 War Dancers. Wood Elf War Dancers are often cited to be the best player to have on the ground getting their head kicked in the game. They're fast, agile, and have a fantastic combination of starting skills. Yeah, he recommends to have one strip ball War Dancer, the quintessential War Dancer, with strip ball, tackle, and sidestep. Doesn't really mention what to do too much if you get plus agility, though. Other than that, as everything I said, which is that it makes dodges and leaps significantly better. And therefore, having the other one with frenzy, yeah. So if you get frenzy, you can leap over and then frenzy them into the crowd, and then dodge out. I suppose, yeah. I mean, if I'd maybe put frenzy on the agility 5 guy. Don't know. Because you want to get strip ball and tackle on one War Dancer so that he can be the sacker, and you want to get that reasonably quickly. So if you've already got agility, then it would have to be his third ability to get tackle, whereas on this guy, so I would go agility, frenzy. I think so, but that's just me. Yeah, agility frenzy, I reckon. Interesting, though. Third one on a blitz leap in a row. Ooh. Ooh. Not your day. Use the key and use borrowed time. I think so. I think so. We'll play with this for a minute, see how it goes. I'm really liking Lithe. I think that's great, but we're going to go with borrowed time over self-care just because I want to use the key more than just for a possibility to get out of here. So I'm going to use it to be able to reveal survivors. That'll allow me to get to people when I'm injured, and that means that I can help them better with borrowed time, which is a silly, silly ability. I'm really excited to play my Orcs next season in the private league. That's the one I'm going to be jumping on an Orc team. But I've got a Nurgle team as well, so you never know. Maybe I'll play that one. But I think the Orc team really... I've wanted to play Orcs for a while now, and Orcs are certainly one of my favourites. Have been for a while. I like bashy teams. And Orcs are sort of the quintessential bashy team. And they're quite forgiving with their very high armour value. Until you meet some Claw team. And our league doesn't have a lot of Claw killers in it just yet, so... And if they do, I can switch to my high elves. How's the job search and things going on? You had a hell of a CV, so I imagine that you'll have got some interest in that if you've actually sent it to anyone. Or are you just focusing on helping your folks out at the minute? Alright, cool. Badham Preschool. I think this is quite a good map for survivors, but not, like, stupidly good. We are, if I'm correct, we're near one of the least safe gens, but there are 3 of us here, so fuck it. Let's just get on with it. Hex Ruin is up. She's gone looking for it. So is he. Why is he suddenly just ducked down? Alright, sounds like someone's been found. Let's just find this Hex Ruin. It's not Ruin, but it is a totem, and it can help to reduce his Hunter perk if he has it. Plus it scores us some points for free, so why the hell not? Still hoping for a job at Stery's company, that would be your favourite. Yeah, well that's understandable. I can imagine that that would be good. We're not going to find Ruin here. Time to go, lady. Still no sign of Hex Ruin. Right, I've done my bit trying to find that fucking thing. It looks like it's gone. Oh no, it's still on. Well, I'm gonna go and position myself to potentially help that guy out and look for Hex Ruin on the way. Go and grab this guy. You can use borrowed time with any luck. Doesn't matter, you still get the free life, my friend. That's why I've got that perk. He's coming from me. Nearest pallet is over here. Oh, I did not think he'd make it round that corner, so I didn't even bother dropping the pallet. My bad. The fact that we haven't found this Hex Ruin, it means it must be somewhere in that central building, I guess, because I've done like almost a full tour of the outside of the map. I'm going to use this time to look around while I can, but... Going after him instead of me. Good. I don't have self-care, I've just realised. The fact that this Hex Ruin has been on for this entire game just wins the kill of the game. It just wins in the game. Come here, fuck nugget. Let me heal you, you tit. Would you stop being a massive prick? You were fucking born this way, weren't you? Get boned. Right. That fucking peen-ass over there just got me killed. And what is he doing? What is he doing? What an absolute waste of cells. I do not know why anyone bothered to bring him into this world. Oh, dear. Anyway. Let's see if this guy can come and give us a save. We'll then be on our last hook, which isn't great, but we will have decisive active for a little bit. Is he getting chased around? Yeah, he is getting chased around, and the other guy is miles off and not coming towards us. So if that other guy just waits for people to die, then that's precisely what's going to happen, and he's going to lose. So that'll be a bit upsetting if that's how the game ends, because... Oh, he's doing a gen. Alright, so... He can hear the chainsaw, he knows one guy is slugged, he knows one guy is hooked. It is the absolute perfect time to be either saving, healing, or body blocking, and so what's he doing? having a wank. Bravo, sir. Bravo. You fucking moron. I'm not even upset at dying. I mean, that's not what pisses me off. What pisses me off is just someone being that obtuse, that unable to read a situation. Just makes me sad for the human race. Wow, we nearly didn't D-rank. We absolutely should have D-ranked for that game. Right, last game of the evening. Let's go with another key, why not? Do not lose the key. Sounds good. Let's make it a very good key, why the hell not? And then we'll put that in case we die. Sealed envelope's good though. Ooh, didn't quite finish off the web, that's a shame.
Make the arrangements.
Enjoying Lithe. Recommend Lithe if anyone's playing some Survivor. It seems to be one of my favourite of the survival talents. Borrowed Time was pretty good in that game. We could have done with the self-healing a couple of times though. Maybe instead of adrenaline. Adrenaline's really nice sometimes though. Let's take self-care over adrenaline. I do think adrenaline's really good, but I don't know. Adrenaline, self-care, adrenaline, self-care. I mean, decisive is staying, that's for sure. I like having an exhaustion talent, so I'm just keeping Lithe. So then the question is between these two. We've got borrowed time, self-care, and adrenaline. To help myself and only myself, we'd be better off dropping borrowed time, but borrowed time is pretty good. Maybe I should just be looking to help myself though. Fuck it, let's be greedy.
Thank you. Our pleasure, sir. A parting gift from the management. Compensation for last night's unfortunate incident.
Alrighty. Nearest gen. Oh, okay. We're spotted immediately. Not my favourite news to hear. And we're hit pretty much immediately after that. Okay. Well, that was fairly pant-wettingly terrifying, I'm not going to lie. He has spotted us, but it is taking him a fortnight to catch us, which is good news. Darling, it's better. Whoa! I should have got that fucking pallet! Wow! He wasted a lot of his time, but I really was hoping for that pallet. We ended up running around him right next to his basement. We have as well, haven't we? Fuck. Right, we've got 2 on that gen, 1 on that gen. So there should be 2 more gens, and then someone will come and save me. 1 gen, 2nd gen, and then save me. So I managed to do enough dicking around of him to get 3 gens done. I'm quite pleased with that. But, oof, that lunge he's got is quite fucking far. With any luck, middle survivor will go and find a gen, or waste the killer's time. Looks like he's wasting the killer's time, good. Far guy will get a gen done. Yeah, so that's exactly what's going on, and this guy will come and get me. Good news. Good news, good news. Yeah, and then we can just jump immediately on this gen. 44-second it. And if the other guy holds up his chase anything like I did, then we'll have all the gens done that we need and be out of here. Oh, the killer's miles away and the next gen's right in front of us, between us and the killer. So that is not a very good position. Have we got all 3 of us on here? Yeah, we do. Why did that just get boarded up? Is that a Demigorgon thing? He seems very upset. I'm going to crack on with the generator, because whatever's going on over there sounds horrific. No idea what he's doing. Maybe that's the noise he makes when he goes through portals or something. Anyway, the exit door's right here if I do get this one done. Don't bring him to me. This is unintelligent. This really isn't clever. I really hope some of these people have got adrenaline. Because I'm going to try and get this gen done. And if they do have adrenaline, it's going to give them the best chance to pop back up. I'll get this door open. And you lot get your asses out here. I think we may have just popped enough adrenaline to win us this game. Now they know that there is an escape door open. I'm out of it. Fuck this noise. Whoo! Now you're gonna go murder some teenagers as well. Yeah. Oh, we got that challenge done. That's good timing. So, pretty sure with all the work we did there, we should be ranking up. What? No! Altruism. Oh, because I got the unsafe hook because he was face camping. Yeah, fair enough. Alright. Yeah. Doesn't feel like it was my fault, but yeah, okay, good. So it's not just the killer that sometimes gets a load of points and doesn't rank up. I am pleased, genuinely pleased, that that is the case. Grab that and just see what the next web contains, because I'm always curious. So we've got, we'll make it 2, that's pretty good, and any means necessary 3, we'll definitely pick that up. So let's just get that ready and primed. Now, see what goes, that goes. Cool, so we get to go there, there, and then there. And then he takes away no one left behind, probably. That's okay. So, yeah, good survivor perks to have. We're building up a very good library of available perks, which is cool. Right, well, it's been my absolute pleasure to sit and entertain you, or deafen you with my terrible guitar skills. Apologies again for that. But, you know, queue times are a thing. I've been doing a hell of a lot of Dead by Daylight recently, and I do intend to do some other stuff in the near future, as and when the mood takes me. Evil Within 2 is certainly on my radar. Warcraft 3 is on my radar. Portal 2 is on my radar, and a couple of other things. So, Blood Bowl, I think, even though I sort of said I don't think it's the best thing to watch, I think it's better that I simply play what I'm in the mood to play, and Blood Bowl has definitely been tickling my fancy recently. So we might see a little bit of that as well. Who knows? As I say, I'm hoping you all had a wonderful evening, and have a good Tuesday, and I will see you on the stream 8 o'clock till 11 tomorrow. Have a good night. Take care.